Turn that off. Don't need to hear myself. Yep. Hey, how's it going? That's no big deal. I don't. The stream won't be as long as the other one. I think I've got like maybe a third of the game left, so it won't be it'll be a bit of a shorter one this time. And I'm only gonna be finishing the game. I'm not gonna be playing anything else. All right. No. Do I maybe want to use like the new graphics? I think I'll stay on the classic stuff. I don't really wanna. I don't want to break. I don't want to break anything. It'd be weird if someone tuned into the stream last time, comes back and they're like, "Why does everything look so different and weird and wrong?" I should play my N64. I should. The thing is that you should see the setup I have for this thing. I've got the Switch is like on my desk next to my computer, and I've got this like jerry rig of the Elgato going into my monitor, and I'm just playing it through the stream feedback. It's not ideal, but it's okay. I'm sure I'll eventually get some shit going. Stream more stuff. I don't know when or if that'll happen. It'll probably happen, but you know. Where were we last? Got the booster. I think I'm just gonna go through the egg corridor right now. I'm trying to think if there's actually, hang on. Before we go there, I'm gonna check something. This entire playthrough will be in vain if I don't No, I don't see him. Okay, I don't think Ooh, shit. Yeah, there's supposed to. Oh wait, there he is. Son of a bitch. You see that little pixel over here? I don't know. I don't know if the stream's running good, but there's a little guy there. He just walks around. All right, so I guess you can't initiate the quest with him yet, but there is a quest you can do with that little guy. He's lost and he needs to go home, but we can't resolve that right now. But I think we can resolve it fairly soon. I'm actually gonna check the stream, see if it's running good. Yeah, it looks about right. Looks kind of shitty actually. explosion. I don't think we ever... Once again, I mentioned this in the commentary, but I don't think we ever find out what caused the explosion. Not that we need to. It's just interesting to think about. It's kind of sad, really. Because, I mean, these poor dragons... They didn't really do anything, but... It's easy to garner sympathy for them. Because, you know, they just look so poor and helpless. Even the one that lives is, like... Looks kind of sickly. And there is one that lives. So I'm kind of digging the snake. Welcome back. Welcome back, Nate. I'm digging the snake. It's no spur, but it's got its place. This is the missile. The browser site? I don't know. I think the browser site's fine. As a whole, I think like the platform is good for like creators. Seems like streamers get not treated like shit, which is cool. Doesn't surprise me why everyone goes full streamer. I don't intend on doing that though. So I'm gonna have to fight. Oh, never mind. This isn't the part. There's a boss coming up, but it's not here. Something that is a little annoying about the snake is that it can't break blocks. Which I guess makes sense, because it's... I guess the breakable blocks are technically terrain. Ah, shit. Are technically terrain, but, you know, it's a little frustrating to have to switch to another weapon. Not a big deal, just, you know, something that's there. I don't really like to tempt fate with these guys. I think you can just go right past them. But I usually just wait them out. This time I'll remember I pressed the button that enables VODs on the channel. So this stream will be saved, unlike the last one. I was recording the last stream locally. So I have it up. I'm getting it uploaded to YouTube, but I'm getting it uploaded to YouTube. But it's taken its sweet ass time, as to be expected. I sent it up to upload before I went to work. Came back, it was at 29%, which is very cool. Maybe that's why they don't have VODs auto-enabled for a channel. They want poor suckers like me to just like forget about their stream or whatever. Oh Jesus. Alright. I really don't want to die to the sisters. I don't remember the last time I died to these guys. Okay, good. So I went to work, and, oh shit, that's a bit of a trap. I went to work, and the early part of the day, I was thinking to myself, I need to think of some stories for the stream. You know, I need to be on the lookout for some great streamer stories. My life is boring, so I couldn't think of any. Nothing particularly mind-blowing, but today my town decided that it would be a good day to flush the water pipes. So the water was a gross, dirty brown for a majority of the day, and it impeded my shower I was gonna take before I went to work. So sadly, I went to work a little smelly. not proud of that, but I was kind of my hand was forced, you know. Last week at work, yeah, it was like that at the job at my job too. Thankfully, by the end of the night, the toilets were all cleared, so I didn't have to leave them in that sorry state. It might have gotten blamed. I probably wouldn't have gotten blamed for it because, I mean, everyone knows what was happening. But you never know. I prefer that they didn't look like shit. If you press yes, jeez. If you press yes here, you actually you get like the worst ending in the game, where you just kind of you bitch out with Kazuma and then, oh my god, I got something in my throat. Sorry. There we are. I think I got that. You bitch out with Kazuma and you fly away. And I don't think I've ever. I think I might have done the ending once just for like an achievement, but mostly I just try not to do it because it's kind of a downer. You also miss like a third of the game if you do it, so kind of pointless. And my favorite part of the game. Gonna go down here instead of up. Oh, fuck. Shit. It's okay. We just saved, so it's fine. How do we skip this? Yes. No. Okay. Take 2. Let's try that again. Nope. Fuck me. No. No, it's terrible. Epic stream fail, live on stream. Guys, I swear I can do this. I can do this on my first try without, if I, if I wasn't streaming. It's okay. This is just kind of, the streaming thing is just kind of an excuse. I don't really need like a big audience or anything. I needed to do this for reasons. So I figured I might as well stream it. Okay. Nate, I don't know if you remember you never know who's lurking. Sometimes someone might just pop in real quick, like just in time. And then when you look at the fool. Someone might pop in the stream, and then you say things that you might regret, and then You get called out and look at the fool. It's that simple. Now, I don't remember if these... They do have the crocodiles. Okay. I find it interesting. I'm pretty sure this is the only part in the game where there's any sort of like physics with the drop consumables. I have to wonder if maybe Pixel planned for this to be. Oh, geez, I didn't know it could hurt you, or you couldn't shoot it. I wonder if Pixel planned for this to be a bit of a longer section, because it seems kind of weird to program the physics on the consumables like that for what is essentially an area that lasts like 5 minutes. It's cool, I like it, don't get me wrong. And maybe this is just me saying I wish that this section was longer. But yeah, just speculation. Oh, I'm sorry, Spork. Is it am I too quiet, or is the game too quiet? Yeah, this is the best area in the game. We can just stay here for a bit. Admire. Alright. How's this sound? You guys aren't getting any weird hissing from my mic, are you? That's what I was worried about with the game. No, you have a point. I should connect my Twitch to your Discord. Yeah, I should do that. That's a good idea. We can do that right now while this song plays. I thought I already would have had that, but I guess I just didn't think that through. Yeah, no, I do have my Twitch displayed on my Oh, hang on, wait a minute. Maybe I don't? Huh. Connected your Twitch account to Discord. Okay, maybe now it's good. No, it's not showing it. That's weird. It's a good game. It's a great game, guys. Why is it not connecting my accounts, though? That's weird. I'll figure it out later. I'm not really gonna get worried about it. Hollow Knight. Well, that's a game. That's a game. That makes it sound like I fucking hate it. No, Hollow Knight's really fun. I do think I think that Hollow Knight is a little too long for its own good. By the end of the game, I was ready for it to be done. I think I had like 80% of it. I felt like I explored a shit ton too. Little dog boy, I'm not going to hurt you. Jesus Christ. Eh? Game just keeps unraveling and I love it. I mean, I liked like most of what I played. But yeah, Silk Song looks really cool. I definitely play that. Well, I mean, it was It was it's pretty much a sequel now. It's not even DLC. I think they expanded it. I was kind of in a bit of a rut when I played Hollow Knight. I don't think I'd been kind of dropping games a shit ton. Wasn't really playing a lot. Hollow Knight feels more castle than Vania. I don't know. What is... No, what do you mean? Spork, that's the thing. That's the thing. You gotta under-promise. So then when you give you make something that's really cool, everyone's like, "Holy shit, it's insane." I'm really glad that Hollow Knight's been pretty successful because, I mean, that game looks really good, and it plays even better, I'd say. PKing in old school RuneScape. I never played RuneScape. When I was a kid, I don't even know if this is like an actual thing or I made this up in my head, but I had this perceived rivalry from between RuneScape. I don't even think it was old school at that point. It was just like regular RuneScape and Adventure Quest. Anyone ever play Adventure Quest? So there's this one boss in Hollow Knight that pissed me the fuck off. I hated it so much. It was I think it was the Night Watchers. It's the boss that you have to like fight 8 of. And it was so fucking, oh god, dude. Yeah, Babylon. Dude, I wanted a Guardian account so bad. My brother had one. It was sick. Looking back, that game is probably really shitty. RuneScape is probably the better game, unironically. I always get stuck at this part because I always forget what I have to actually do, or not what I have to do, but like what order I have to do things in. Also, it's locked. Thanks, Billy. Astute observation. Spork, there's this boss called like the Night Watchers. I think they're in the City of Tears, but they're kind of like roly-poly dudes, and you have to fight like multiples of them. I think it's like 5 in total, and like you have to fight a couple at the same time. Hollow Knight is definitely all Metroid and very little Vania. I think that's why I liked it so much, because I'm not really a fan of like the RPG stuff and a lot of Igavanias. It's kind of why I wanted to play Axiom Verge, because I mean it just straight up was looked like a Metroid game in pretty much every way. I think I talked about this a bit last time I was streaming, but people call this game a Metroidvania, and I don't really get why. Get the right tools is pretty trivial. I wouldn't be... I'm not surprised. I wasn't particularly great at the game either. Shade Cloak Thorns. I think I need to get thrown in jail. But I'm trying to remember how. Destination's unknown, yeah. I was definitely hooking myself up with those upgrades. It wasn't like I ran. It was like one of the last bosses I fought too. So maybe I didn't really have an excuse for having as much trouble as I did. But I mean, I did eventually beat it. Yeah, when I first played Hollow Knight, like I don't think I finished that thought I said earlier. I was kind of I felt like I was in a bit of a rut video game wise. I hadn't been playing anything for a while. I think I was really in the muck of like getting Pokemon Blue shit done. And I was having trouble like getting into games as a whole. And was it my brother? My brother bought Hollow Knight and I played it like a few months ago, at the time. And I just figured I'd pick it up just to like see if it's worth the hype, right? And it definitely was. Really fun game. Do I have to... Right. Oh my god. You should have seen how much footage I cut out for the for this part in the commentary. It was actually pathetic. I think there must have been like a half hour or something of footage of just me floundering in this area of the game. Kind of like what I'm doing right now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat Grim. So I beat Grim's first form. I'm not making up that one. I beat Grim's first form, and then I found out he had a second form, and yeah, I wasn't gonna do that. Like I said, at that point, I was feeling pretty fatigued. So I just beat the final boss and called it a day. Have you played Caro Blaster? Embarrassingly, no, I haven't played Caro Blaster. I'm definitely gonna have to play it very soon. I might actually play it after I get some shit in order. It's been in my Steam library for years now. I really owe it to myself and Pixel to play it. I love this game so much. How am I going? It's on Switch too, I think, isn't it? Caro Blaster, I mean. I wouldn't be surprised. Do I need to talk to Ito again? Is that... Jesus. I was getting some good speed there, though. Oh, here, we can show... I can at least show something that I completely forgot to do. I forgot to do this in my commentary, which I regret. But you can actually go here and see that there's a guy working on a doctor statue. We got all the past owners of the Demon Crown. And there's one more. It kind of flew under the radar. Caro Blaster wasn't all these alternate versions of Cave Story. Spork, I think I've bought every single version of Cave Story that exists. I even have the shitty 3D remake. But Caro Blaster seemed like a lot more low-key. I feel like people didn't make as big of a deal about it as maybe they should have. Because, you know, follow-up to this game by the same guy. I don't know, that seems like kind of a big deal. I guess I can sort of get why. Maybe people weren't that hype about it. Did I go in this door? And I just completely forgot. I did go in here. You can't talk... Oh, no. God, I'm stupid. I only played the OG version. I never got any of the alternate endings. I just got to the bad ending, called it a day. In what, Cave Story? You're missing out, dude. There's an entire third of the game left. I kind of don't like the idea of them existing. This shit is all Nicholas going wild, I'm pretty sure. I used to kind of be like that, but the way I see it now, if, like... Nicholas, sure, they're definitely making cash off this, and I mean, fair enough. They published it after all. I wouldn't have even played Cave Story as early as I did if it wasn't on the Wii eShop or the Wii what the hell is it called? The Wii Shop channel all those years ago. So, like, them porting it to, like, everything and always re-releasing it, I think it keeps it, like, relevant in a way. Maybe that's why Carol Blaster didn't have the same sort of buzz. But I can definitely see, like, where people are coming from, where they're like, Nicholas is just whoring out the IP. But I mean, as long as Pixel's getting compensation for all of these releases, which I assume he is, if he's not, then obviously that's not right. But I mean, you have to assume he's getting some cash off this. I got the DSi version. Yes, I also actually have the DSi version. Demo on the Wii, yeah. I watched the Tectonic commentary. I don't even need to finish the game. You did it for me. Fair enough. But like you were saying about Grimm, I never felt it. One of the most rewarding things in any game I think I've ever played was beating Hell for the first time way back. It took me about like a week of grinding to do it. Nicholas is totally whoring the shit out, but if Daisuke wants his baby horde, that's fine. Yeah. I'm kind of of two minds about it, I guess. I don't think Nicholas has really done anything really sacrilegious with the IP either. Like, if they had re-released Cave Story and it only had the remastered graphics and audio, then I'd have a bit of a bone to pick, but I mean, I'm playing it with original audio and graphics, so it's kind of hard to complain in a way. Blade Strangers. Spork, you wanna know something? I fucking bought that game. I bought that game just because it had fucking Cave Story characters in it. I'm such a stooge, dude. I could never beat Balos. I could probably do it now. Balos, he's not too bad. Cave Story, all different skins and skins. Yes, no, I'm talking about Blade Strangers. Doc was talking so much shit in that game, and I was like, yeah, but I'm gonna buy it anyway. I bought it anyway. I think I played it for like an hour. I was like, yeah. I didn't pay much for it. I think I only paid $20, so it's not a big deal. Curly looks like ass in that game. I hate it. It's really interesting. Cave Story has had so many different like art styles used to depict the characters, and I feel like most of them don't really get it right, except for obviously the original art that's in the game. But yeah, the sort of generic Bishonen anime style in Blade Strangers I wasn't really a fan of. I just kind of bought into the hype of playing Cave Story. Playing Cave Story characters, rather. Now they're doing that puzzle game or whatever. I think it's got like quote Curly and Balos in it, and I don't want history to repeat itself. But I mean, on one hand, I don't want history to repeat itself and me get duped into buying another game just because it has characters I like in it. On the other hand, can they really fuck up a puzzle game? I don't think Blade Strangers is going anywhere. I mean, or going places, you know? I think it kind of came and went. People didn't really seem too receptive to it. I'm not surprised. It seemed kind of dull from what I played. I'm not really a fighting game guy, so... I'd be okay with Cave Story characters becoming like Shovel Knight and just put everywhere if it meant the only reputation was no longer Blade Strangers. I mean, it seems like that's the way Nicholas is going with it. whole new mode they added recently? What do you mean? You mean that April Fool's thing they posted? I don't think... I think that was just like a... Have I seen the 3DS version? Spork. Spork, I own the 3DS version. I have it. I got it physically. It's a fucking disaster. It's so bad. I want to do a video on it. But, I don't have, like, a 3DS capture card or anything. Yes. Yes! I know it's bad. I think I got to the core and gave up. You can hardly see the character. You can hardly see your character. It's... Oh, it's so fucking terrible. I don't think... Did Nicholas make that, though? I thought it was Nippon Ichi that made that one. Or they might have just published it. I'm not sure. I've not been paying attention to what Momorin's saying. I think I can do this part without anything. They allowed it. Hey, you know. I mean, you take one look at that game and you know it's you know how piss poor that game is. You want to talk about Nippon Ichi's bullshit? I'm tangentially aware of Nippon Ichi software. But I'm pretty that's not my wheelhouse, if that makes any sense. I'm well aware of the travesties they've committed over the years. Are they remaking Yume Nikki? I think I saw something about that, but I completely forgot about it. I didn't know that was Nippon Ichi. I've actually never played Yume Nikki. I probably should get around to doing it. A side-scroller? That doesn't make any sense. Isn't it like an overhead, like, isometric game? I thought they'd just make it like soulless, shitty 3D models, not turn into a side-scroller. That's really weird. But again, I mean, if the creator of the game's gonna eat from it, whatever. Sort in a way, whatever. I don't think Cave Story's brand has been tarnished over the years from, you know, like the shitty 3D remake or the countless ports and re-releases. But I don't know. I think Yume Nikki doesn't have as much mainstream success as Cave Story does. So it might be a bit of a different case there. It's not even a shadow of the original game. Yeah, that's a bummer. Remember when I said I could do what I remembered what to do by heart? Obviously I didn't, because I went to go talk to Ito. Don't do that yet. Yume Nikki was never, yeah, it was a freeware game. I mean, so was this for a little while. I mean, you can still get it for free. You can still download it off the website. And it's not like Personally, I think the Switch version is probably the best version of the game, but it's not like the original Cave Story is like completely obsolete and you should never play it. You can get along just fine playing that. I just like a lot of the quality of life changes Nicholas added, like widescreen and shit. And I think all the Cave Story Plus versions run at 60 frames and the original runs at 50. Night, Nate. Probably won't be very funny. Probably just gonna be pretty dry. Nate Chachny. I don't think I ever... I mean, I still don't really understand that. I remember watching Epic Name Bros playthrough of Cave Story, and I think when he got to the Digger boss, it was like literally impossible. You talking about Monster X, the one that turns into the cat? It was the hard mode? Oh, fuck that. Fuck that. I have never bothered with hard mode. Yeah, hard mode's bullshit. I would never... I was never interested in doing hard mode. It just seems... It seems so utterly pointless. Or just like borderline masochistic. And it's not like Cave Story is an easy game. It's I'd say it's about like maybe a 5 out of 10, 5 or 6 out of 10 on the difficulty scale. But like getting no health upgrades just completely... I feel like it completely breaks the balance of the game. Just like all the additions. I don't know. I'm playing it in widescreen. Widescreen's really nice. Extra frame rate's nice. And again, it's completely optional, so you don't have to do them, so it's not like it ruins the game, you know? Oh, Spork, I'm sorry, but we're not going up there yet. I gotta do some house cleaning before I go through the cave. Yeah, sorry. Well, I'm not just gonna leave quote high and dry. I gotta get the best ending. Although I think I said last stream I wasn't really gonna worry about that. I might just do it anyway. Tell you what, I think I'll do a couple attempts at the best ending, and if I can't do it, then I'll just say fuck it and go for the normal ending. Yeah, sorry. But we gotta rescue Mr. Little. This fucking dude. I love this guy. We there yet? No, not yet. I hope I can talk to Ma Pignon. Yes. Oh. No. Oh god, damn it. I have to go back, don't I? That's frustrating. Oh well. This game has the same narrative energy as Dark Souls, and that's why Dark Souls are the best games ever made. I can... No meme. This game's kind of like Dark Souls. I do see what you're saying, though. This game has a lot of, yeah, the lore in this game is incredible. And there's so much of it, and they really don't... I feel like they don't even scratch the surface. No pun intended. With all the shit that could be in this game. Did you guys hear that car just now? Pretty cool, huh? But yeah. People always talk about wanting like a sequel to this game. And to be honest, that doesn't really interest me. What I want is if anything, I'd want a prequel, but even then, I'm kind of, I don't know. I feel like that kind of ruined a bit of the magic that this game has. Some things just don't need explaining, you know? I know there's like a fan mod or something called Jenka's Nightmare. I don't know if it's any good, but I'm probably gonna have to play it soon too. I've heard decent things about it. And mods of Cave Story are few and far between. I wouldn't want a sequel, but I'd want something new and of the same length as this. Yeah. Yeah, I just kind of want Pixel to make more games. It kind of a strange thing for me to say when I literally haven't even played Carol Blaster. Most of it is Daisuke going, this would be funny or cool to put in, but it just works. Yeah, exactly. Pixel did kind of blow his load on this. This part always trips me out. Oh my god. Fucking idiot. A slow roasted ham. What an analogy. Yeah. He really put he really put everything into this game. Not that I think that's a bad thing per se, cuz I mean, come on guys. It's Cave Story. This is one of the greats. I have actually almost died to this guy before. I'm hoping we don't get a repeat of that. Oh, he doesn't get hurt by the missiles. Holy shit. I didn't know that. Or the sword, I guess. Interesting. I'm gonna fucking die to this boss, aren't I? Been a while since I've saved, boys. And girls. And everyone in between. I'm trying to make that a bit of a... Oh shit, thank god I won. I'd like Carol Blaster to be longer. I like the feel of the game and the concept. It seems like a cool game. The, I think maybe what might have turned some people off from Carol Blaster is they were expecting like a sort of Cave Story 2, maybe not in like actual sequel wise, but like in concept and scope. And Carol Blaster is just kind of a more low-key a more low-key game in a way. This is just from an outsider's perspective, obviously. I haven't played it. Whew. $5. Sport. Just add me on Steam or something. I'll buy it for you. I don't give a shit. $5. It's like a cup of coffee or whatever they say. Pink Day. I didn't know about that. Yes, I do want to use my. On the shittiest netbook. That's a vibe. What's my Steam? Same name as here. It's Tectonic Improv. It's all across the board. Tectonic Improv. Everyone get ready. There he is, boys and girls. It's him. It's free. I'll have to check it out then. Is it also made by Pixel? It's like a prequel to Carol Blaster, you say? And we're just gonna get a lore dump. I believe I talk. I don't remember if I take the opportunity to talk about this in the commentary, or I talk about something while this plays over. Just a little side story. Obviously, it makes more sense for Curly to have something that matches her panties, but I guess quote having it is fine too. All right, we're almost there. We're gonna go back to the wall though. Everyone get your feels ready. Best area in the game reprised. I don't know if there's a faster way to get here or not, but I mean, I'm not gonna drop an opportunity to go back here. What is that guy? That's Mr. Little, dude. Have you never done the side quest, Spork? This is it, yes. This is the most aesthetic Kino whatever part of the game, probably in any game ever. The zenith of aesthetic. I just love this part so much. Never done curly mode. This isn't the curly mode thing. You can do this in the base game. Yeah, it is in the regular game. You have to do this to get like a special weapon. I don't normally do it though, because you'll see in a second. Yeah, Mr. Little, yeah, it's a side quest thing. See? He's on. Like, alright, let's just talk about this for a second. Why is there like a house at the bottom of the island where there's just a bunch of little people, like literally like tiny people? They just live here. They just chill on the island. What's the point of them? Why are they here? Who are they? Why did he put them in the game? I don't know. We'll never know. So yeah, you go bring this guy home, and he offers to trade you the sword for the nemesis. And I normally don't do it because I want to respect King. I probably did. There was a time where I just looked up tons of shit about this game. Yeah. Yeah, I've only done this once before, I think. I don't normally do it because, one, like I said, out of respect for King, I like to take him to the end of the game. But also, I don't know, I'm not really a fan of the Nemesis. It's like a cool concept for a gun, but it's so unruly. I'm floundering here. Nope, that's not gonna make it. We stand a King, exactly, yeah. I was saying this in the last stream, but King's probably one of my favorite characters. I really like what Pixel did with him, because you take one look at him and you think, oh, bad guy, but he's actually like, he's one of the sweeter guys in the game. He's really just looking out for the village. I also have to wonder if a lot of the stuff he does is kind of trying to fill Arthur's shoes, because I mean, we never see Arthur, so we don't know what he looks like, but I like to imagine that maybe King probably does a bit of his own, kind of modeled himself after Arthur in a way. Getting the sword to level 3 is really cool. It blew my mind when I first did it. This is literally the best game ever made. Truer words have never been spoken. It's definitely up there for me. It's really got everything I want in the game. Ah, shit. This is why I don't like the Nemesis. I don't know why I'm well, I guess it doesn't really matter. We're about to, all of our weapons are about to get de-leveled in a bit anyway. We're gonna launch the rocket, but we're gonna do that first. Yeah, it's so dense. There's so many things going on. So, quote, I said hello. Okay. I actually didn't use the life pot from earlier. Normally this dog is supposed to give you a life pot, but if you didn't use your first life pot, then he doesn't give you a second one. I normally use the life pot on the what a great part. I normally save the life pot for the core fight, the first core fight, but I ended up not needing it because I got pretty. This is like my first time using the snake, and I think that helped me out in beating the core. But one really good thing about the spur is that you don't have to worry about the de-leveling process from this area, because obviously the spur has its own mechanic. I probably should have rested before I went in here. It's not a big deal. I like that this totally necessary part of the game is a hidden area. Yeah, it's really cool that if you get the booster too, then this area just gets completely harder. Because up to this point, you haven't really been tested with using the booster too. So it's nice that the game kind of takes the training wheels off a bit, because you've had a lot of time to kind of practice using the booster. So at this point, you don't really have an excuse if you're kind of fucking up a lot. It's also a good primer for the final area in the game. Because I mean, this part's kind of tough, but it's not nearly as hard as as hell is. I don't know if I'm gonna get the snake to level 3 though. This might be rough. I might have to do something. Well, that's level 2. That's pretty good. I just have to be a little more careful from now on. I think what I should be doing is I should be leveling up the missiles. Because if I get those missiles level up, they're gonna fucking shred through the ogre. A booster focus game would be pretty lit. That's something about this game is, despite all this stuff near the end, you really don't get a lot of time to experiment. Ah, shit. You don't really get a lot of time to experiment with the booster because you get it pretty late in the game. I think this could probably be expanded into a full-fledged game. Have you ever done the Wind Fortress, Spork? It kind of addresses what I was saying. What I was just saying, that like more emphasis on the booster would have been cool. No. Seen it though? It's pretty crazy. I only just recently beat it. Yeah, it's the removed area. At least that's what I hear online, but I can't really find anywhere that like explicitly says that it was a pixel-made area that he took out of the game. I'm willing to just take that for granted, but I would really like to see like an interview or something where he mentions something about the Wind Fortress, because I haven't done a lot of digging, but I've done a bit, and so far I haven't seen anything. I think we're just gonna have to use the Nemesis for this guy. There we are. Ah, what am I doing? Well, there you guys go. Here's the rubber duck. Fuck. Pixel will never give any interviews. Yeah, he's pretty reclusive. He had like a BVS or something, but besides that, he's kind of. I mean, he's not like Bill Watterson or anything, but he seems like from what I can tell, he seems like he's a pretty introverted guy, or kind of low key. He doesn't really seem interested in taking interviews or anything. I can respect that in a way. There's something appealing about the detached artist trope, you know? The one that only crawls out of his hole every couple of years. You blog the making of his games, and that's probably all you're ever gonna get. Sometimes we don't even get that. So, you know, I'm willing to be grateful for even that. Oh, fuck me. That's a shame. A lot of Japanese creators are like that. Probably something to do with their culture. That was a bummer. What just happened. I think what happened there was I was staggering the boosts when I probably should have just I I should have just held the button down. Staggering the boost gives you a lot more distance, but I didn't really need distance for that. I was almost impressed. I do a better job. I feel like I do a better job of playing this game on in the commentary. I don't do it. I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but I don't die on the first attempt in that commentary, so it must be something. I was using the spur though. Ah, fuck me. It's not looking good for your boy. We might be looking at attempt number 3 if I don't get my act together. Damn, it's still not enough to level this thing up. Ooh. Well, obviously I'm never gonna level this thing up if I keep falling into the fucking lava. I don't even think that is lava. I think that's supposed to be like blood or something. I'm trying to remember. Is there any lava in this game? Besides tentatively this? I feel like if it'd be anywhere, it'd be in Hell. Or the Bloodstained Sanctuary. I never really know what to call it. I usually just call it Hell, for simplicity's sake. And also, it is kind of like Hell. I'm not gonna bother with the missiles. Yeah, but is there lava in Hell? I think it's just spikes, right? That's what I was asking, if there was any lava in it. I should know this. I was just going through it a few nights ago. But, yeah, the aesthetic of Hell is really good. I don't think I'm gonna beat him this time. Yep. I think we died at the exact same time there. Alright, I'm not looking to get stuck here forever. Yeah, I didn't think there was lava, but it just kind of like, you know, lava seems... It sounds right, doesn't it? You can definitely picture there being something like that in Hell. Damn, man, the spur has coddled me. That's definitely what this is. No, there it is. Fuck me. That's not good. Yeah, I guess this is the only area where there's quote-unquote lava, but even still, I don't know if that is like supposed to be lava. I think it makes more sense if it's blood. Gotta take a shower. It's cool. I'll be back. Or I'll probably still be here if you decide to come back. Hopefully I won't still be here by the time you get out of the shower. But if you decide not to come back, which is fine. Thanks for coming along, talking to me about this game that we both enjoy so much. All right, we're tagging Null in. Alright, I'm off that shower bullshit. How's Vigi games? Vigi games are good. I'm feeling good about Vigi games. Besides Cave Story, obviously, I've been playing, I mean, I don't know if you saw my Switch menu, but I've been playing Valhalla recently. I just got that. And obviously I've been talking about it a bit in the Discord. But, that game's really fun. I mean, it's a visual novel, so. Ah, shit. Whatever. So, you know, fun. I don't know if fun is necessarily the right word I would use for Valhalla, but I'm engaged. Valhalla looks cool, but it's not my speed. We'll talk about that when I get back. Valhalla. Okay. Yeah, we can talk about it. I'm not that far, so don't spoil anything. It's not my speed. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I think Matthew Matosis did a video on it like a few years ago. I knew about the game before, but I saw that it was a visual novel and I was kind of turned off, but the aesthetic I think was enough to carry it for me. Alright, let's fucking do this. The uneven floor makes it hard to just spam shots at him. There we are. You should mention Matthew Matos's video to discount. It's funny you say that, because one time I did bring up Matthew Matosis in like a chat or whatever when discount was there, and he was none too pleased about that Valhalla video. I haven't watched the Valhalla video in a while, and obviously at the time I hadn't played the game, so I mean, I don't think like Matthew Matosis hated the game or anything, but it seemed like he didn't really it wasn't really the game he expected or wanted. I don't know. Watching you play this game makes me really want to speedrun Oblivion. Why that game in particular? I don't have any problems with that, it's fine, I was just curious. There we are. I actually held my breath there for a second. That part always stresses me out, but the fact that I died to it just gets to me. Okay, Spork, I know you're not here. But this part is also really cool. Because we were just at the outer wall and it was nighttime, and then we take a rest and we do all that other stuff. Go through the cave and now it's morning. I really love the movement in that game, and some of the tricks are really cool. It's also just a huge nostalgia pick. I can see that. I played Oblivion a lot. Like back in, I want to say like 2012 or something. Because my computer wasn't good enough to run Skyrim, and everyone was talking about how awesome that game is. So I was like, I'll just play Oblivion instead. And, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Elder Scrolls games are my bag. The music in this area is really good, too. I'm gonna take a rest. Save. If you actually check out this this bookcase, you can get you can kind of get like a hint about the Booster 2.0. if you managed to, if you got to this point in the game and didn't grab the booster and you managed to read this book, I think this is meant to be some sort of a hint that you're supposed to play this game again and find a way to get the booster too. Multiple development of this area of ice will have multiple phases with 2 booster versions, 0.8 and 2.0. Yeah. As long as I survive, 2.0 will also be completed. It's weird because this is definitely supposed to tip you off that you got to play the game a few times to get this, but like it's really not that intuitive that not talking to Booster will kill him or won't kill him. I don't know. I went more into detail about this on the commentary. I really don't want to waste my time with this guy. Okay. Let's get the missile launcher leveled up. Get the snake up to max. I'm not really concerned about the bub line, but since I've got this extra stuff, I might as well do it. Probably not going to use the bub line though. Full disclosure. End of the road. I'm actually going to show this off. Might as well. Just sends you right here. All right, here it comes. This is going to be the real test. Shit. Yeah, I would have figured that the snake would have gone through Misery's little orbs there. So it kind of bummed me out when I tested out the boss rush and decided to pick the snake instead. That it ended up just colliding with them. We're taking way too much damage to Misery. This girl. I disagree. She hot though. Gotta try the Nemesis on him. I don't expect to win with this run. Ah, he's gonna... Yep. Shit. I was hoping he wasn't gonna be able to do that. And I'm dead. Great. Now I'm dead. I gotta level up on my shit. Probably should have saved. That's the bubble line. Probably should have saved after I leveled up all my stuff. Yeah, put your F's in chat, everyone. I don't want to say we're gonna be here a while, but might be a minute. I was pretty reckless that first run anyway. As long as I'm a little more careful, we shouldn't have too much of a problem. Perhaps maybe using the Nemesis on Misery would be a little better. I think there's a skunk outside. This is what worries me about using the Nemesis. Is there bats? Again, the reckless part. Not bad. I think that was better than last time, at least. Yeah, I think I can say with no uncertainty that the Spur is definitely the best weapon to be using here. I don't think I've ever gotten done a run with the machine gun though. At least not as far as I can remember. If I have, it's been a very long time. So maybe next time I do this, it'll be a machine gun run. A special lecture, he says. Can't be as special as mine. Teleported a little farther away than I would have liked. I had so much trouble with this guy when I played through this. Yeah. I don't think it's necessarily the doctor himself that's a problem. It's the fact that it's all these fights back to back with no healing or anything. Like Muscle Doctor, is arguably easier than regular Doctor, but even still, this is kind of stressful because there's a lot riding on this at this point. Because your three bosses deep at this point, so messing up at all is kind of a bummer. Summer, the crystal shielding him is a pain in the ass. Who knew about this? Ah, shit. I actually didn't know it was possible to get all those hearts. I obviously didn't get all of them that time, but that was just because I fucked up. This boss can be hard if you don't know what you're doing. You gotta really focus on Misery, or else there's just gonna be so much shit on the screen you're not gonna have. There's just not gonna be. It's just gonna be so hard to dodge everything. This is such a great part. This game's such like a sacred cow to me. It's not even funny. I kind of wish I could be a little more critical of it. Does the stream look good for everyone? Anyone watching? I was checking it earlier, and it seemed a little crusty, but I wonder if maybe that subsided a bit. All right, so yeah, we're gonna. I'm gonna pump Misery full of as much lead as possible with these level 3 missiles. Should make short work of her. I'm not gonna worry about Sue much until I've dealt with Misery. And I think she's dead. Those missiles, man. Is Sue gone too? Jesus. I think Sue took a lot of the shots for her too. There's definitely a skunk outside right now. It's pissing me off. Might have to go close my window in a bit. A little bit of articles. Yeah, I don't... That might just be my internet. I don't know what I would be able to do about that. Oh shit. Alright, there we go. I was half expecting to have to I was half expecting I was gonna die at the core. Glad I didn't. Makes me look like a god gamer live on stream. Killing Misery was so sad for me, so when I watched your video, it kind of made me a little less bittersweet about the game. How so? You mean in the ending? Because she's not dead. If anything, we're helping her out. So you can actually die at this part. Like these blocks, yeah. That actually really fucking sucks. Because now we are going into hell with a bit of a roadblock. That's what I mean. The game ends here. Yeah. Fair assumption. There's no reason that shit. There's no reason to assume she's not dead. If you just assumed that this was the normal ending, you I mean, Misery gets a pretty bad rap. At this point, turned into like a weird chimera thing. Oh my god. Turned into like a weird chimera. Pump full of missiles, dies in 3 seconds. Welcome back, Spork. You're just in time. Misery is cute. I'm not saying she's not cute, guys, okay? I'm just saying I like Hurley more. So I've said this, I think I said this in the commentary, and everyone take a shot because I mentioned the commentary again. But it's my headcanon that the... Oh, I shouldn't be shooting these. It's my headcanon that the person talking about the, giving you the information about Balos is actually the dog that talks to you like seconds before... Ah, shit. Talks to you seconds before you fight Balos. You know, talking and doing this at the same time is a little harder than you might think. Case in point. I might have to shut up for a second. At least to do this first part. You guys can just admire the music. I'm out of missiles? Oh, fuck. That sucks. I forgot. I thought not. It's not a story that Pixel would tell you. It's an old Sith legend. I couldn't think of a metaphor for... Not metaphor. Whatever, never mind. So... Yeah, I didn't show this off in the commentary either. You actually can't go into this room unless you pick up Quote, or Curly in the main game's case. Diegetic storytelling? Nah, fuck that. It's cooler to have a narrator for no reason. I don't have a preference. I just think it's, you know, it's kind of cool. What's not cool is this area, which is fucking terrible. And I might not even make it past this part. Yep. It's not a story moment. Though. Yeah, exactly. Didn't want to do that. I'm just gonna fucking die. And the little cherub show up and it's like, oh, fuck! The aesthetic of this area is really great. It's just, the second room is so... I don't know what he was thinking, to be honest. Oh, come the fuck on. Nope, didn't want to do that. Exactly, it's like little cherub angel dudes that serve Balos. I don't think it, Oh, fuck! I don't think it's completely random that he would have, like, these guys be his henchmen. But it certainly, like, gets you thinking, in a way. Oh. the fuck am I using? I'm not even paying attention. I got distracted because Alex was doing something. Alex is fucking... I think they just live here. That's very likely. I overthink almost everything in this game. Was that Alex? This motherfucker. Alright. This son of a bitch. Probably shouldn't show my friends list like that. He wanted to know when the stream was up. I think he just wanted to know where the VOD was, but I'm sure he would like to know that I'm streaming this. Alright. So, I fucked up. And, oh, never mind. I didn't switch to Nemesis. Okay. We're good. We're good. I'm not gonna try and, like, style or anything. Because, you know, I'm just kind of looking to beat this game. I think my record for this area, it's not amazing. But rest assured, I can beat this area fairly quick as long as I'm like, you know, put my mind to it and all that jazz. But I gotta get this this for obvious reasons. Alright. It's very possible that the buttes are just, I forget what I think the big guys are called atlases. Are probably just like, because it's kind of important that he stay alive, in a way. I think, right? I'm trying to remember the lore. But, I wasn't paying attention. I don't think we're gonna have any troubles getting this thing to level 3 count, but I think we got a missile upgrade pretty soon. Stream stopping a lot for you? Huh. Let me see. Stream is spaghettiing? Oh, that's not good. How would I go about fixing that? How about now? How's the stream holding up? Thanks for letting me know that. Don't wanna deliver an inferior product to you guys. We'll see when it stops next. Fair enough. Alright, hang on. It's fine for now. Yeah, I'm very new to this. So, please understand. Any of you watched those old Nintendo Directs way back in the day? Those streams spaghettied real bad. I might not live here. Should I use the life pot? I normally like saving it, but... ah, fuck it, we'll use it. And I fucked up again. I wish Toby Fox had even one atom's worth of Pixel's compositional talent. It's really crazy. I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to shut Toby Fox because, like, you know, the songs I've heard from Undertale are pretty good, but it's wild to me that Pixel's mostly self-taught, and a lot of his composition and stuff. Excuse me. I think he said that he's been you know, he got like help or whatever from like his more musically driven friends, but I mean he wrote all the songs, right? And yeah, that's really fascinating to me as someone who's not musically, who doesn't have an eye or an ear for music theory and shit like that. The fact that he was able to make, like, I mean, let's just say it, like one of the best game soundtracks in at least indie game history, with borderline almost no knowledge on how like a song should go, or like a structure or anything. I just think that's really cool. I really was hoping I wouldn't get hit by that guy. He made his own program to make the songs. Yeah, it's called Org Maker. It's one thing to make your own songs. It's another thing to make your own program to make the songs in. That just puts them on another level to me. Alright, so we're going to use Nemesis for this, and we're going to make sure not to de-level. Oh my god, that's so bad. And we got de-leveled. But I then got hit immediately after, so it's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat Balos. It's going to be, it's going to be a challenge, that's for sure. I do definitely need to get my missiles up to max level, though, if I even want a chance at this. I like that it falls on you just to say fuck you. I don't think I ever got tricked by that, but I have to imagine anyone who got that far must have been super pissed. But yeah, it's kind of a dick move, but it's also, it's a dick move I like. I mean, he calls it a selfish transgression, but from the backstory that we're given, it kind of seems like Balos didn't really do anything wrong at all. Just kind of an asshole king. Not related to the not asshole king. Alright, let's do this. This fight's gonna be a fuck ton longer. than when I have the spur. Shit. It annoys me how much that gets me. It gets me more times than I'm willing to admit. I think I prefer a different song. Yeah, I've said this a lot. That, it's really weird to me that Balos doesn't have his own, like, unique theme. Because he just reuses the other boss songs in the game, except for the core. I'm not gonna beat him. Yep. We're gonna try a few more times, and if not, I'm just gonna get the default ending. Because, grabbing the snake was just kind of more of a curiosity thing for me. And it's kind of starting to bite me in the ass. No original boss songs is probably one of... Yeah. It's not that the compositions themselves are bad, it's just... They get a little repetitive, especially later on. When the boss, when they just keep reusing them. I don't know. When I was doing time attack earlier with this thing, I think I got out of here with 40 HP. It was such a blessing. I yearn for those days, even. The halcyon days. So, you know what we're gonna do? Yeah, sorry guys. I won't do this forever. I won't do this to max. But I am gonna do this a little bit. I have to wonder if this was... I mean, this is probably just an exploit. And he didn't think that they would respawn, or didn't... Oh my fucking god. Didn't think about this, but... It seems a little fishy that you can just grind these hearts. I didn't know about this for a while. I think I found out about this like a few years ago. I don't normally use it. I don't think I've ever used it. Did you see that save? Insane. Yeah. I don't think I've ever really used it that much because it feels kind of cheesy, but I'm willing to make an exception for right now. Huge problem. Kinda. How did I not figure that out? To be fair, I didn't think of it either. I think my brother found it actually. I don't remember how I found out about it, but I didn't know about it for a long time. Yeah, I'm not looking to get a PB or anything. I kind of just want you guys to see the end of the game, so I'm not really gonna sweat being a fake gamer and using wave cheating and fun canceling to get to the end of the game. Instead of a sequel, I'd like a game that allows the lives of some follows the lives of some unrelated military robots from the surface. Yeah, any sort of game that kind of discusses or kind of explores the lore of Cave Story, I think would be much appreciated. I'm always worried that like over explaining something can ruin it. I think we're in a good place right now with Cave Story, and I don't want to ruin a good thing. Then again, if Toby Fox can make a sequel to Undertale, and maybe Pixel can make a sequel to Cave Story, I'm taking way too much damage. I don't think it would ruin it to know about the surface, though, since we know nothing about it other that war. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't even be completely against a sort of prequel. A more direct prequel, rather. Because I feel like Pixel could probably do it. Gonna grab that heart. I wouldn't want the island explored more, and you wouldn't have to explain everything about the surface. Agreed. I think people would be upset about that. I think it would all depend on how it would be sold to people. Like from not necessarily from a marketing perspective, but like, I guess yeah, from a marketing perspective. Because and this is kind of a knock against Nicholas, but I feel like they would really whore out a Cave Story sequel. I feel like they're practically begging Pixel for one at this point. And I feel like if they advertised it, they'd probably give people the wrong idea. That it'd be more of an overt reference to the original, when I feel like this idea here wouldn't be that, and we just lower fences. Pixel should not call it Cave Story and not give it to Nicholas. They didn't, Pixel didn't have Nicholas publish Carol Blaster. So, I don't know what the deal is with that. I would prefer not to look too into that. I don't think there's any bad blood between them. It's probably more of a case of, it's just easier to go with a Japanese publisher for his game. But yeah, I'm not even completely sure that Pixel that a Cave Story 2 would come from a would be published by Nicholas if it were to happen. Grotto Tale, yeah. Cavern Tales. It's not unlikely. Although I feel like if there was going to be a sequel, we would have seen it by now. So we're in a bit of a sticky situation. I don't have my Nemesis at level 3. So it's shooting rubber duckies. I don't think Pixel won't make anything ever again. He. I think what you said earlier about him pouring almost everything into this game is probably true to an extent. So he might like the fact that it took so long for him to follow up Cave Story. Yeah, there it is. All right, that's fine. It took so long for him to follow up Cave Story is probably just like him not necessarily resting on his laurels and more putting like his hands in his head and thinking, what do I do now? And I think that's fine. I don't think he really needs to make anything ever again. I almost ran into that. I'm gonna give him one more thing max. We'll see, Spork. We'll see. Oh, shit. Yeah, don't hit those. Took 3. In case you couldn't tell, I almost never use the Nemesis. For that reason, especially. Stream poopy again? Just in time for the ending. Low bandwidth. Yeah, it's giving me a warning. My internet isn't the best. And, low bandwidth I can't really do anything about besides lower the bitrate, but it won't let me do that while I'm streaming. It's fine. Okay. Well, as long as you guys say it's fine. Lower it at 720. I'm not streaming in 1080 anyway, so it'd be better. You're better off doing that anyway. Yeah, I might as well just use the life pot now. This part always stresses me out. Actually, it's not, but keep going. 10 minutes, 29 seconds, and time. Pretty good for a stream. Not really. That was probably the shittiest Sanctuary run I've ever done. But it's okay. Ellipsis. Interesting that the guy named Quote almost never talks. I think I said when I first streamed this that I was gonna get the normal ending, but now here we are. Oh, yeah, let's not skip this. Get our heroic rescue. Base lunchbox, exactly. So he says this like we're supposed to know it. And Curly doesn't know. Like, she doesn't know that. And this is the exact same line she says when you're playing as quote. So I imagine it must have the backstory of Balos must have been like telepathically put into quote's head. Probably. I mean, it's probably like you said. Oh my god, what was that? Does stream just get really weird to you guys? I think my flux just deactivated and now I'm getting hit with all that blue light. Which part exactly? Where Misery made the crown. No, I mean like when you're going through hell and you're getting the backstory of Balos explained to you. Curly doesn't know about that, despite the fact that she's there with you the whole time. She's coming. She's coming though. Completely non-diegetic. Probably. It's not for quote Curly, it's for you. Yeah, I'm probably overthinking it. But it's nice to think that maybe it is diegetic. Because obviously quote doesn't have any input, so we can't really know his thoughts. Because he's mostly just supposed to be us. Like this artwork right here. This is how they all look to me. And it's such a great art too. I wonder if like I wonder if this is like digitized like vector art or whatever, or if this was like made in like MS Paint or some shit. I don't know how art works, so maybe you can weigh in on this, Spork. But if it is like art he like vectored or whatever, I'd like to see the originals. I like the ending where you can just be like, nah, fuck all this, and just leave with the dude. Nah, I hate that ending. That's the baby's way out. Probably not vectored. Don't know what program he would have made it on. It's got a bit of a rough aesthetic. I also love how the Hermit Gunsmith has his own name. And like everyone has their own names, but like even the most like he could have just called him the Hermit Gunsmith and called it a day, but no, he gets his own full name. Could have made it on anything. Yeah, probably. Manan. That's one of my favorite enemies. It's just not anti-alias. Yeah, we need some what's the lore of the Dark Lunchbox? Okay. So I tried looking this up. And because why does he look like Balrog, right? It's weird. It doesn't make any sense. All I could really gather is it must have been Pooh Black must have been like a remnant of the beta, because in the beta of Cave Story, Balrog was supposed to be like a standard enemy. So maybe like Pooh Black was made when Balrog was like a common enemy, and it was supposed to be like a kind of like a souped up version of him, but just kind of stayed in the main game. Other than that, I can't think of a reason why he would look exactly like Balrog and they wouldn't explain it. Yeah, it's the only explanation I can think of. Here she is. No. kind of wish I talked more about this game in the credits. I feel like I could have had more to say. But at that point, I was really just ready for it to be done. Because this took so long to make. You don't even know. Yep, there she is. 2017, Nicholas. Okay. So this is kind of a random assortment of characters to put here. Like, Barog, quote, Curly, and Misery both, they all make sense. Malco, really strange. The nurse and the doctor is kind of weird, and the gunsmith is kind of makes sense. But it probably would have made more sense to have like Sue, Booster, and whatnot. You know, like a lot like that gang and like King and stuff. I think King actually is in one of the other endings. He likes frogs. Definitely likes frogs. We know that for sure. Okay, thank God. I like the gunsmith too. He actually has a really cool monologue when you get the spur from him. If it weren't for him, none of this would be real. Yep. Yeah, he's like the gunsmith is definitely meant to be like a metaphor for Pixel. You can't convince me otherwise. The way he monologues after getting the spur, there's just no way. Also, yeah, he makes the spur the objectively best weapon in the game. Oop. So we got the sound test here. I don't know if you guys know this, if you guys would know this, but we got this one spot right here in the end, and I don't know what it's for. I've done pretty much every challenge except for the Nemesis challenge, just because I hadn't gotten the Nemesis up to that point. Let's see, what does it start me with? Lightning of the Goddess. I didn't know that was a description for it. It might just be a yeah, it might not be even fillable. I'm not used to the booster 0.8 at all. I'm just gonna try this out for a bit. Yeah, alright. This mode? I'm not really gonna dive into this. You guys can see my rankings on what was that? I think I did the machine gun challenge. Yeah, I got 5 minutes on this. Sand Pit took almost 10 minutes. This thing is brutal. I like that. Yeah, I really like that it says "and you were never seen again." It's the little things in this game. It just all stacks up. This is my record for the time attack mode. Keep in mind that in the Sanctuary time attack here, actually, I'll just show you guys. It starts you off in this little area where you can grab all your shit. But the thing is that you only get the Polar Star, Fireball, Bubline, the sword, the Nemesis, and the spur. You can't get the missile. They don't give you the missile launcher, so you can't do the missile launcher cheese I just did. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that either. Yeah, Bubline. It's called the Bubbler in the original translation, but I think Bubline's a better name. Or Bubbline. Almost 20 minutes on the boss attack. That's not great. Wind Fortress. Yeah, this Wind Fortress run was a little rough. What am I in the rankings for this? 469. Nice. Daiki. Yeah, this motherfucker got a minute 37. That's insane. I wish you could see like what's the word? You could see like replays in real time just to see how people do it. You can find them on YouTube and stuff, but it'd be better if it was built into the game. I think oh, it gives you the time attack on here too. So I guess the best time I got on my Sanctuary run was 6 minutes 39 seconds on here. Is that better than the time attack? Yeah, just by a little bit, huh? I think it would be a little better. Oh well. But yeah. That was Cave Story, everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I don't know when the next stream will be. If I do one. But it'll probably be a little bit because I'm in the process of moving soon. So I'm probably going to wait to get situated in the new place before I get any more streams done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this sort of pilot stream of one of my favorite games. And I hope to do this a little more. This was fun. Thanks for coming out, Sport. Thanks for talking about the game with me. Thanks, Snow. Thanks, Nate. Thanks, everyone else. Thanks, Skip. I think I saw Skip for a bit. And I think I'm going to call it here. See you around, guys.